Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. You too.
All right. So I told you that there is this email that was sent to students by a University of Maryland official that cites the Trayvon Martin shooting as evidence that, quote, it is legal to hunt down and kill American children in Florida. And this email is being blasted as the latest evidence of a left-wing bias on campus. Let's bring in now Maxim Lott. Maxim is a Fox News producer. Hey, Maxim.
Hey.
So this, I want you to give us the details on the email, but it's from William Dorland. He is the director of the school's Honors College. And this is an email that he was welcoming back folks to the campus.
So he sent it out to all the students in the Honors College there. And it started out nicely, just, welcome back to campus. But it quickly took a political turn. He referenced the Trayvon Martin shooting. And then he goes on to say, we're seeing the most activist Supreme Court in history.
Yeah, let's read that for us. Yeah.
And the radical factions of gun owners, gun manufacturers, and marijuana users are challenging the very fabric of the nation. So people took offense to this email. He got several complaints from students and a professor. People say this is too political to be sending out an email to the whole campus.
And is there, has he come back to withdraw his statements or perhaps make a follow-up statement to say, maybe I overstepped my boundaries there or anything like that?
So I called him about it, and he said, I don't necessarily believe these things. I made these statements to stir the pot, is the way he put it, and get people to think about the issue and get them to want to come to this event he was also advertising in the email, which was a Julian Bond speech. So he says, he wouldn't say he didn't believe the statements, but he said, I don't necessarily believe that.
Okay. Is that it on that one?
Or so people are saying this is, this shows general bias on campuses. And there are lots of cases from this fall. At the University of Kansas, one professor tweeted out, I hope NRA members' children are the next victims of a mass shooting. A kid on campus was prevented from handing out constitutions on Constitution Day. They said you have to go to a free speech zone and you have to do it with permission. So, and people say there's a problem generally. A poll found that only 9% of professors identify as conservatives. More than 2/3 say they're liberals. So it's lopsided, the bias we see on campus.
Let's go to this, the USS Gerald Ford. I like this. So it's I love this label, the biggest, baddest aircraft carrier ever and most expensive. So you're here with the details, but start with the cool features, would you?
Yeah, so they're going to christen it soon, November
9th, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it has lots of cool new features. It'll be big and powerful. It'll be able to launch 220 air attacks every day. It'll carry more than 4,000 soldiers. It has a new nuclear reactor that provides better energy, and it even has new stealth capabilities. You wouldn't think you could use stealth.
So massive could be so stealth, yeah.
Right. But so it has lots of cool new features. The Navy is proud of it. But there have also been cost overruns, and the Government Accountability Office says that it's going to cost $12.8 billion now. It's 22% more than they wanted. And they plan to buy 3, so that'll be $43 billion. Now, I contacted Ben Friedman, a security expert at Cato, and he argued we don't need as many aircraft carriers as we have, but these are relatively cost-effective weapons of war.
So you said the price tag is what now? Tell us again.
$12.8 billion per carrier.
Per.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm sure that. Do you have anything more on this on the .com?
I think those are all the articles this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, the carrier is amazing. We have great photos of the construction, and the Navy says they stand by it. It'll be efficient and a good use of your tax money. Okay.
Well, that's very interesting. 2 different stories you brought us here today, Mr. Maxim Lott, Fox News producer. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You can pay attention to this next subject that I'm going to do after the break, but I don't think you need to worry about it.
Right,
it's not fair. He's got a nice, svelte, physique, And those of us who have to work at trying to make sure we don't eat too much, we've got a great story. No, that's a compliment. I hope you take it as
Thank
that.
you. I do. I do.
All right. Yeah, you're lucky. We're going to talk to Tori Johnson. She's had a battle.